Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of 101 Mondays. Today we are diving into the updated Google Sheet integration, how to connect, send, and fetch your data with more control than ever. Then we will look at managing spreadsheets right inside the Flow Builder using some action steps. Let's get started with the integration. On the left side panel, scroll down so you can see integrations, and then again scroll down and you can see Google Sheets. And we have an option to connect our Google Sheet. So sign in with the Google, press the button, a new pop-up window will show you, and there you have to select your Google Sheet and allow the necessary permissions, and then continue to connect your sheet, right? Once the sheet is connected, we can see our account is connected, and here if there is previously you have provided any sheet access with the dashboard, so you can see. Now you can add multiple sheets here. You have two options. You can add a sheet with two different ways. If you click on add sheet, here you can see different sheets you have access. Okay, or even enter. Let's say you can put a name and go for search, and here you can see different sheets. Okay, let's say we select this one, and now we have access to this sheet. Now, if someone gives you an access of a sheet with the role of editing, then you can add a sheet by the URL too. Okay, you need to hover up here, and here you can see add sheet by URL. Click on it, enter the URL of the spreadsheet, and also enter the name of the sheet. So this way that sheet will be added here, and then you can use inside your flow builder, right? Let's move to the flow builder. Open the both, and open a subflow. Here we need to add an action node. Okay, and inside the action node, we have go to integrations, select the Google Sheet, and here we have multiple actions related to the Google Sheet. We can insert a row, we can get a row by value, get multiple rows, update a row, upsert a row, means we have different actions. If we are going to insert a row, first of all, we have to select a sheet. Here you have multiple sheets that you have access, okay? And now we are using this one. We select this sheet, and if inside the sheet you have different worksheets, right? So if you are adding some new worksheets, then you need to press this button. So this will sync all of the new worksheets, and here you can select the sheet that you are going to use. Let's say we have a form and we are selecting this one. Now here we have an option. We can see all the columns that are inside the worksheet, and here you can select the variables and that we are going to use to insert the data inside the Google Sheet. Okay, here you can select the column, and that's all, or even you can add a custom value. It's up to us, right? Same as we can add multiple different actions. Let's say if next we can use different other actions. Again, go to integration, go to Google Sheet, and let's say we are going to get multiple rows, selecting the sheet, and then let's say we're going to knowledge base. Okay, so inside the knowledge base, if you by default when there is no condition is applied and you're going to preview match rows, then you can see all of the record. Okay, and one mistake here most of the time most of the people did, so they are adding a condition. Let's say they are going to do a title and matching with the user input, let's say last text input. Okay, and then save, and then they are clicking on a preview. So basically when we are using the variable here inside the filter and we're going to preview, on the test time there is no value with this variable. So this variable only contains a value when this is in production, means this is in the real time flow. Okay, when user is going through this flow, then variables have the value, and then you are going to do actual search. If you are going to this testing inside this action by clicking on the preview match rows, then you have to make sure that there is no filter you are applying. If you are applying a filter only works in real time, in production mode, not in the testing mode. Okay, if you remove it, so you can simply go and do a test. Let's say I'm copying this title and then I'm going again here. I can show you. Second option is you can come up here and you can put up the value and then go to preview search match, and you can see only the one record is coming that is matching with our input. Either in the testing one, either you can keep it empty or you can enter the value instead of a variable. If there is a variable, then it will not work in the testing mode. Okay, fine. After that, when we are going to using get different multiple rows, then you have to store that value into different JSON fields. You can create it any and then can store it. So this is how you can simply use different actions we have connected with the Google Sheet. One main point is here. Some people have a gallery in their Google Sheet and they are fetching up some products and then they are sending it to the users. Okay. For this type of thing, it's a simple and easy. Go to use the action sheet. If there is any filter or something, and then get all the data that you needed and put it up into a JSON field. Okay. After that, you have to use this for each node. Send message and for each node. And for each node, you have to select the JSON variable. And after that, if you click on it, so you can see item. If you click on it, so you will see a preview of your sheet data that is going to be stored inside the JSON variable. You can select the path and that's done. Then save it. This way, all the paths will be loaded up there. One thing you need to make sure you are not going to use like image JSON, like here you are typing image JSON and then you are going to select this one. No, this is wrong. Okay, then this will become a static. Basically, we are using here to show dynamic value. So that's why you have to go to click on here. You have to go to items and then you have to select it. Okay, and that's done. Let's publish it. Let's do a preview. So here we have different images, I think 3 or 4, so we can see. So first is go to Google Sheet, fetch the data, and then with this one we are able to see different images we have. Okay, it's a simple thing to fetch data from Google Sheet and use for each node to show data. Here you can add also some buttons and do some other automation. This is how simply you can go connect your Google Sheet, and then you can use different actions, insert a row, delete a row, fetch something specific row, get all rows, how you are going to get some specific galleries, and then using for each to send dynamic data. So that's all for today. If you have any question related to this topic, put in comments. See you later. Bye.